You train the chest, you train the arms, and you train the legs. From the outside, the physique suggests a high level of performance. Yet at the apex of the movement, the force dissipates. The spine curves, the hips shift, and the power never reaches your target. This lack of stability is why high-volume training can still result in chronic joint pain and a plateau in actual strength. You are putting in the effort, but the system keeps failing during the transition from the ground to the strike. A failure originates in a single area of the anatomy that most programs overlook. It is a specific layer of muscle that bridges the upper and lower halves of the body. If this foundational layer is neglected, the extremity strength becomes irrelevant. The body cannot exert its full potential if the center cannot support the load. Without a functional deep core, the warrior is structurally unstable. Under high-impact loads, the torso acts as a soft hinge rather than a rigid pillar. Effective stability requires the activation of the transverse abdominis and the multifidus. These internal muscles wrap the spine and pelvis in a pressurized sleeve, providing the internal tension necessary for movement. This is the reality of a power leak. When the center is soft, energy bleeds out through the torso, but when sealed, it creates a rigid bridge. Force travels from the center without loss, moving directly into the extremities. Sprints, jumps, and punches all depend on this transit point. If the bridge is weak, the movement fails. A body with a hollow core is structurally compromised. It is a heavy weight sitting on top of a foundation of shifting sand. To eliminate the leak, you must adopt a daily protocol using 3 slow, high-tension mechanical movements. The first is the dead bug. Lie flat and lower the opposite arm and leg in a controlled 4-second descent. This cross-body movement creates a rotational pull on the spine. Resisting that pull engages the deep stabilizers that are typically bypassed during standard crunches. The second is the hollow body hold. Extend your arms and legs, lifting them just off the ground, pinning your lower back to the floor. The resulting muscle tremors are a sign of the nervous system struggling to maintain a rigid, unified structure. This static tension is the basis for all athletic movement. The third is the plank with meech. Maintain a standard plank, then extend one arm forward and hold for 3 seconds. Removing a point of contact forces the core to resist gravity and rotation simultaneously. This mimics the chaotic stabilization required in a real physical encounter. Integrity in these positions determines your overall capacity. Sealing the leak requires the ability to maintain a rigid torso under prolonged isometric pressure. By the 4th week of this protocol, the initial instability disappears. The spine remains neutral under load, and the torso stays locked during complex movements. This mechanical efficiency translates to other lifts. Because the core no longer yields under pressure, the force from the legs is no longer absorbed by a buckling spine, allowing for heavier pulls and faster acceleration. Energy moves through the body without interruption. The power originates at the base and reaches the point of impact with its full intensity intact. Perform 3 sets of 10 dead bugs per side, 3 sets of 20-second hollow body holds, and 3 sets of 10 planks with reaches every day. Structural integrity begins at the center. Master the muscle that controls your stability, and you turn your physical frame into a fortress.